Welcome back to Solace. Boom, 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 boom. How have you been? On a scale from 1 to 10, if it's anything below a 7, what I want you to do is stop bullshitting, go down the street, go get your favorite food, get you, no, I can't recommend that on YouTube. It's cool. All right, boom. But genuinely, I hope you've been okay. I hope you've been doing all right. Thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for watching any of the other videos if you have. But today, we're going to be talking about some instant gratification. I've touched on this in other videos, but I feel to give it its own separate main theme makes a lot of sense, specifically just because of the nature of the culture of the world right now. Obviously, because technology is evolving at the rate that it's at, we are getting to the point now as a collective to where things should just happen like this. Most people are terrified of AI because of the prospect of it being something that can just get something done like this and without there being any human hassle in between. I'm still going to make a separate video about AI down the line, like way down the line. But for now, I'll just say, genuinely, if you utilize AI as a tool and if you don't let yourself become the tool, you'll be fine. Most of the people with these fear-based mindsets are just terrified of the idea that they could be outdone by something that was created by them. But I digress. With instant gratification, we have grown as a collective to the point where we want things now. Yesterday, 2 weeks ago, and it's still not here. I'm going to start this off by saying I'm the most impatient person I know. I've always been. Been working on it, but so I say that to say I get it. 100%. Like, I understand. Like, it's annoying not being able to have anything to prove for right at that moment. But I think what we need to remember is that that's not how we evolve. We don't evolve overnight. It's happened over years, centuries, fucking millennia. So when it comes to things like, I don't know, developing a new skill, you're not going to get it within that first week unless it's a natural talent. If you're talented at something, yes, the talent and hard work, you're fucking good. There's nothing I can say to you. But for people who don't have a specific talent in that area, you need to understand that your hard work is going to pay off in dividends down the line. And it only pays off as much as you dedicate yourself to it, right? You really need to understand that you're not going to have it when you want it. You're not. Unfortunately. If it were as simple as we could just spawn it in, the world would be fucked right now. I mean, it's already fucked, but it'd be even more fucked. I don't know what the fuck people will be spawning in right now. And it's because we're luckily blessed enough to have this materialistically based plane that we don't deal with that. Because I promise you, if everybody got what they wanted when they wanted it, again, we wouldn't even be here. This life wouldn't even be happening. Because the whole process of life is going through the lessons, making mistakes, learning from those mistakes, and not repeating those mistakes so that you have room to make new actions, push you in the direction that you would want to be in. In a world ruled by instant gratification, what you realize is there's no room for mistakes because you want to go from here to here without anything in between. You're a little crazy. You're a little crazy, but so am I, so it's okay. You need to be patient. Unfortunately, I know. You need to be patient. Especially with how the attention spans have gotten. We're at the point now where we can barely watch a movie as a collective, barely make it through an album as a collective. What the fuck? What the shit? What the ass? Okay? What the hell? That's insane. It is, because there were portions of time throughout history where people would sit through like fucking 5-hour-long plays and just be, I'll be damned. I see anybody sit through like a 2.5-hour-long movie fully without any distractions, completely invested, if it's not like one of their favorite series of all time. And the thing with this is you are not really able to grow with instant gratification. So even when you get what you want, what you'll end up realizing down the line is that it didn't fill that void in your stomach. It didn't make you feel any better. What it did was it provided you some temporary serotonin. But even that fades away after a point, and you're cognitively in the background of your head thinking, I have this thing, why aren't I feeling better? It's because you didn't really work for it in the way that your soul wanted to. You gave yourself instant access. It's like fucking pay to win in real life. So what you'll actually end up seeing a lot of is, and I don't know if it'll start this year, but I know down the line, if not already, there's gonna be a lot of things that happen to people who have made a lot of money in very I'm gonna just say in ways that do not necessarily hold morals to value. And what you'll see happen is not only the karmic session and cycle come back and jack them up by their polo against the brick wall, but it's going to provide an example moving forward that if you really want to do this shit, I'm looking at myself. If you really want to do this shit, you have to prove it. And you can't prove it by cheating. Like, that's what it is, it's just cheating. Instant gratification comes through many forms. Of course, it's not just money, but things like attention spans. I already brought that up. Maybe not even attention spans, but just the idea that your energy as a whole is a commodity. That's something I feel like we really need to, that might be its own video. Energy is a commodity. Because it is a commodity, you are basically for sale in any way, in any form that you can be. You are always going to be a customer in some form or fashion. You're always getting something sold to you, right? So what do you think the system would do once it starts to latch onto the idea that people as a whole prefer to get things done like this instead of taking the time throughout the year? And again, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm gonna say it like 3 more times. I'm the most impatient person I know. Okay? You need to take the time to slow down, because this system will force feed you nothing but FOMO, and you're not missing out on shit. And I know that can be hard to believe, because you know, you can see every which way of whatever the fuck going on. You're like, well, I wish I was doing it, or how if only I could. You don't even really give a fuck about any of that. You're being sold a dream. That's not to say we're not meant to have fun. Of course, have your fun. You know, I'm the type of person to say you should be able to have your cake and eat it too. Because what's the point of me having a cake if I can't eat it? It's fucking strange. But it's also because of that I'm saying, like, you really need to slow down to understand what it is you want, because you're not going to find it through instant gratification. Instant gratification also comes through the form of things like prawn. You know, that's like a really simple one that's in the sphere right now, or it's been in the sphere for some years now. things like no fap. Good in concept because of the amount of discipline it instills in young men, but another thing with that is if you're not committing to it for the rest of your life, it's good for discipline. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's really good for discipline, but yeah, different topic. Okay. Just know it comes through in different forms and fashions all throughout our life, and because of that, the system will do anything it can to make sure that you stay a part of that. The more you deviate from these things and the more you pay attention to your own things, spend 30 minutes a day working on a hobby of yours and see how much time slows down as much as you focus in on it. I promise you, it is a feeling I can't even put into words. Because you're so fucking present in doing something that you want to do, what could really bother you? Just set that time aside for yourself, and eventually maybe even do an hour a day if you're capable of doing so. But free yourself from these ideas. It's all these ideas. I'm pretty sure that's about it, to be honest. I've said this a few times, and it's going to be really funny looking back on it now, but I'm going to eventually, and I'm thinking so far down the line, I'm going to redo most of these videos in like a remastered format, whereas though I can structure them in the ways that I want to, because I'm on my phone recording this, so like the longest I could probably record is like 20 minutes, and that's the whole. So unfortunately I can't like edit the way I want to and like set things up, but once I have my PC set up, I want to go back through some of these videos, especially things like this one, and clarify what I mean in a more concise and artistically pleasing way. But I appreciate you listening to me today. You must really like my voice, my little yab sessions, and appreciate your ears. So thank you again for watching. If you liked what I had to say, give me a little like. If you didn't like what I had to say, just like the video. I actually should really suggest this more, because I really do enjoy reading your comments. Comment, share your thoughts in the comments below. As you can see, I'm still trying to figure this whole little setup out. And subscribe for more. Thank you for joining Solace today. I said it like 5 times. Okay.